Welcome to the Morning Download Podcast, your go-to resource for personal finance, economics, and market insights. In just 8 minutes a day, we provide valuable information to help you make better money decisions. Don't forget to sign up for our free newsletter at https://www.morningdownload.com/subscribe.
Let's dive into some interesting news today. So, stocks showed some real strength yesterday, catching the attention of investors everywhere. The big talk right now is all about December's ADP payroll report. It revealed that a whopping 164,000 jobs were added, which is actually higher than the initially estimated 130,000. That's quite impressive, wouldn't you say? On another note, wage growth seems to be a bit slower. For those who have managed to hold on to their jobs, they're seeing a 4% increase year over year. But if you're someone who likes to hop from one job to another, you're in luck. Job hoppers are experiencing an 8% increase. So there are definitely some interesting dynamics at play here. Oh, and here's some more good news. Jobless claims have dropped to their lowest level since mid-October. That's a positive sign for the economy, right? So let's talk about the economy and news. It looks like online holiday spending hit some new records. Can you believe it? People spent a whopping $1 billion during the last quarter of the year. That's about a 5% increase compared to previous years. It seems like consumers are still itching to spend their hard-earned money. But what exactly drove all this spending frenzy? Well, discounts played a big part in attracting shoppers. And interestingly, more people opted for those buy now, pay later services to cover their purchases. It's an interesting shift in consumer behavior, don't you think? Here's another surprise. It wasn't just higher prices that drove the spending. No. It was actually the sheer number of purchases. Many products, especially electronics, became more affordable compared to the previous year. In fact, e-commerce prices were down by 3% in December alone. Now let's turn our attention to some global news highlights. In the UK, homeowners can finally breathe a sigh of relief because mortgage rates are falling. That's great news for those looking for some financial relief. Next up, the NCAA and ESPN recently signed a massive media rights deal worth a whopping $920 million. That's going to be some serious money flowing in the sports world, but it's not all good news. Unfortunately, Hyundai and Kia thefts have skyrocketed by more than 1,000% since 2020. And guess who some people are blaming? TikTok! Can you believe it? Now for a couple of warnings. Brace yourself. U.S. mortgage rates have actually increased for the first time since October. On the other side of the pond, inflation is rearing its ugly head once again in Europe. The stocks on the Nasdaq Composite haven't been performing so well lately. In fact, they've been on a losing streak for the past 5 days, the longest one since October 2022. Even big names like Apple and Amazon are underperforming. Apple, in particular, has really taken a beating. Just 2 days after Barclays downgraded its rating, Piper Sandler followed suit. But don't worry too much just yet. Experts say that this is just a correction, and they expect the market to bounce back in the second quarter, especially if the earnings reports turn out to be positive. In fact, they're quite optimistic about the S&P 500, predicting it will reach the 5,000 mark by the end of the year. That's a potential upside of more than 6% from where we are now. Oh, and in other news, Microsoft has unveiled a new key called Copilot for their Windows keyboard. Apparently, it's their biggest update to the keyboard in the past 30 years. So keep an eye out for that. Let's dive into the world of crypto and explore some interesting news and predictions. First up, we have Goldman Sachs, a prominent investment bank, engaging in talks to become an authorized participant for Bitcoin exchange-traded funds, ETFs, from BlackRock and Grayscale. This could be a significant move, as it signifies growing institutional interest in cryptocurrencies. Next, we have unfortunate news from Polychain Capital, a well-known crypto venture capital firm. They recently confirmed that their founder's X account got hacked. This serves as a reminder that even within the crypto space, security breaches can occur, underscoring the importance of safeguarding digital assets. Turning our attention to Bitcoin's price, we see that it is once again aiming for the $45,000 mark. Bitcoin's price movements always gather attention, and this particular milestone is no exception. It will be interesting to see if Bitcoin can surpass and maintain this level. Lastly, we have an intriguing prediction from TD Cowen, an investment bank. They anticipate that the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, will approve spot Bitcoin ETFs before the January 10th deadline. TD Cowen suggests that this approval could be a political necessity, which highlights the growing recognition of cryptocurrencies and the desire to regulate them within the traditional financial system. In summary, we have significant developments in the crypto space, with Goldman Sachs exploring involvement in Bitcoin ETFs, Polychain Capital facing a hacking incident, Bitcoin aiming for $45,000, and TD Cowen predicting ETF approval as a political necessity. As the world of crypto continues to evolve, we'll keep a close eye on these exciting developments. Finding a job when you're older can be challenging, but it's not impossible. The average retirement age is on the rise, and many people are choosing to work into their 60s. So why is it difficult for some older individuals to get hired? One reason is that retirement savings have taken a hit. With economic uncertainty, more people are choosing to work longer to secure their financial future. Inflation also plays a role. Rising costs make people anxious about their financial stability and encourage them to keep working. But it's not just about money. Many individuals want to continue contributing to society and maintain an active social life. Work provides purpose and fulfillment, and older adults want to stay engaged. So, what can you do to find a job when you're older? First, continue to gain skills. Invest in continuous education, take online courses, and stay up to date with the latest industry trends. You need to be competitive with today's generation. Consider programs like the Senior Community Service Employment Program, SCSEP, that provide training and job placement services for older adults. Second, don't limit yourself to full-time positions. Look for part-time or online jobs. Part-time work can be a stepping stone, and online work is often more flexible and suitable for older individuals. Just make sure you're familiar with the latest technology. Third, seek out companies that are open to hiring seniors. Some organizations like McDonald's, Humana, Microsoft, and Marriott International have made a commitment to level the playing field for older workers. Look for job boards that specialize in connecting older adults to age-friendly employers. Lastly, use your connections. Networking is powerful. Join support groups for seniors, reach out to previous employers, and let them know you're actively looking for opportunities. Your skills and experience make you an attractive candidate for them. Remember, finding a job when you're older may take a little more effort, but with determination, the right skills, and the right connections, you can land a fulfilling job that suits your needs. Today's quote of the day comes from Tim Notke, and it goes like this: "Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard." Now, isn't that thought-provoking? Let's unpack this a bit. You see, we often hear people saying, "Oh, he's just naturally gifted," or "she was born with talent." But here's the real kicker. Talent alone won't take you very far if you don't put in the hard work. You might have all the potential in the world, but it means nothing if you don't hustle and give it your all. Think about it like this. Imagine you have this amazing gift, whether it's in sports, art, or any other field. You might have a head start, but if you don't push yourself, if you don't practice relentlessly, someone with less natural talent but more determination will eventually surpass you. It's like a race where the tortoise beats the hare. So the key takeaway here is that hard work is the real secret sauce to success. It's the fuel that propels you forward, even when your talent alone falls short. Remember, no matter how brilliant you are, never underestimate the power of putting in the effort. And that's it for today's quote, folks. Now go out there and show the world what you're made of.
In today's episode, we discussed the strength in stocks and online holiday sales, the challenges faced by older job seekers, the latest updates on Bitcoin and the Nasdaq, and shared a motivational quote to remind you that hard work prevails. Thanks for tuning in to the Morning Download, your go-to podcast for personal finance, economics, and market insights in just 8 minutes a day. Don't forget to subscribe for more helpful content and sign up for our free newsletter at morningdownload.com/subscribe.